Yeah, on second thought, maybe boxing not the strongest suit to be in Super Bowl. I swear it's about something, but I can't remember what. Like you have a football. Hmm. Who cares? Hello and welcome to another episode of NerdTaku. And yes, for the record, I know what the Super Bowl is, so don't ask. And yes, I'm excited that my team, the Green Bay Packers, are actually in the playoffs. So yeah, again, I have things to look forward to. But while I am not really that big on and keen on sports, I am keen and interested in the world of the nerdy. And what better way to do that than with MegaloBoxing? And MegaloBox is a very great anime. I mean, I picked up the series on a whim and actually fell in love with it. I picked it up a couple years ago, and I just had fun with it ever since. MegaloBox is the story of a guy named Gearless Joe, or Junkyard Joe, and he wanted to be a megaloboxer. He always had this dream of being a megaloboxer, but here's the problem: he doesn't have enough money, and megalobox involves gears. These are things, machines that people wear on their arms in order to box people. Joe ends up accidentally losing his gear in one of his fights, and that's where he ends up going by the name of Gearless Joe. So he boxes people like a basically original boxer, while everybody else uses gears. This series is not what you think it is. If you just think that this is like Victorious Boxing or Ippo, you are entirely wrong. This is not what it is. I tell you what it is. It's Rocky turned into an anime. I'm not kidding. There are a bunch of moments that are very reminiscent of the Rocky movies, and is that a bad thing? Heck no! I love the Rocky movies, up until Rocky 5, that is. Really should not have needed that. But anyways, Megalobox is basically Rocky as an anime, and it does it in the most beautiful of ways. There is one of my favorite episodes in here where they have a soldier who came home and he lost his legs in warfare, I think it was, and he, contemplates on how he lost his life, and also well, his legs basically, but contemplates on how he wants to commit suicide in exchange for not knowing how to live without his legs. Joe's mentor character actually had the biggest turn of all later on in the series, and it becomes something like, oh my god, like, this was something that's amazing. So many characters, including side characters, get so many developments, and it's really, really good when they actually do, especially for Joe himself. Especially his challenger towards the end of the series, a guy who had a gear on him for so many years and then finally took it off and experienced the pain that's in this. So basically, in a technical term, wearing the gears is like being on drugs. And being without them is like going through a drug withdrawal. I wouldn't personally know that. I don't do drugs. But I do know this from experience and from learning. I've actually have seen a person have an ibuprofen overdose. These are why drugs are bad, people, okay? So, even within this series, there's a lot of like dark and depressing mood towards it rather than uplifting, but at the end of the series, it actually shows you the outcome of everything, and it's a beautiful outcome, really. I mean, this series is by far one of the best that I've ever seen, period. And I'm not a sports person, okay? Um, yeah, I know what all the sports are and everything. I do have my own favorite sports teams, and I am proud that the Green Bay Packers are in playoffs. We will see you there, Kansas City. Oh, you think I'm on? Watch. My Super Bowl prediction: Kansas City, Green Bay Packers, done. But anyways, I do think that this is one of, if not the best, sports anime that you can watch. People say, no, that's probably go to Ice Shield 21. Is that what it's called? Yes, the football anime Ice Shield, right? Well, anyways, in retrospect, I happen to think that MegaloBox is the best that you should see, and I highly recommend it to everybody who does want to see it. Well, and with this out of the way, people, I highly again recommend MegaloBox. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Well, in terms of this, we're gonna go from high-flying sports action to something with a little more kung fu fighting and Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson? Ah, crap. People are gonna want me to make quotes on his movies and I don't even know them all. Oh. Well, until next time, and remember, NerdTakus are awesome. Till then.